Right, today I've come to Fawley in Berkshire, basically by accident. I was driving through here and I noticed this war memorial. What's interesting about it to me is that while war memorials are very common all over Britain, this one is in basically the middle of nowhere. There's a couple of hills and fields, and I know there are some villages over the horizon, but here there's basically nothing. What makes it even more unusual is that this is a war memorial to one man, Philip Wroughton. Philip Wroughton was a major in the Berkshire Yeomanry in the First World War, and he died in Gaza, Palestine in 1917. He was a local of the area. He lived in a big country house called Woolly Park, about a mile behind the camera, which is still in private ownership to this day. While there are other examples of private war memorials around the country, they're relatively uncommon, and it surprised me to find one here in the middle of nowhere. As I get in close to show you the dedication on the memorial, it's important to remember that the dead, the British dead, and indeed almost all dead in World War I, were not shipped back home if they were recovered. In fact, it was a point of quite a great deal of contention that so many bodies were left in the fields where they died. And while I've come on a really awful grey day, I can imagine that in the summer this is one of the most beautiful spots in this area of the countryside, and I can understand why they wanted a memorial to be here in England's fields and countryside.